Hello, kids. That was the worst intro I've done. Just a heads up for all the people in the past. The link for signing into SteamYard will be in the description. So, yeah. Anyway, let's begin. So, I am just waiting on this person named Lego Tech, go subscribe, to join the stream because he wants to discuss with me about this little series, the Gringotts branch. And yeah, we're gonna just wait for him because time zones. So yeah, let's just wait. I don't know what to talk about, so I'm just gonna I'm probably gonna build something for you guys right now, or we are just going to just you know what? How about you just look at the trades. Look at the fat controller. I'm the fat controller. What freaking okay, let me see who wants to come in. Yep, there's Edward.
Hello.
Hello, Lego Tech.
Yeah, so
Hi.
I completely understand your situation with the voice actors and whatnot because, well, it's a hard thing. And I was thinking instantly, well, sharing scripts and whatnot, wouldn't it be just simple to just type it all out on like a Google Drive and just share it with everybody through a personal email or something?
See, that's the thing. I've been trying so many strategies, but that's the thing. I don't know how to do this kind of stuff. I really don't. Which
Well, I
sucks.
mean, I could help you on this because, like, see, here's the thing. I don't have the expertise personally to do a series of my own because you can see my camera on my tablet. It's not the best quality. I don't exactly have the best stuff for this, but I could help you with like a doc, and I could help you with social media and stuff like that because I know social media a bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And plus, I
So,
mean, oh yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say because like one thing about the Gringotts branch is it's a very interesting series, and I do want to be a part of this. And I understand voice acting is whatnot, I want to be a part of it in some way,
Mm-hmm.
and I do think it's something people wanting to voice act is going to also help because then they'll say, "Hey, I'm in this series. You want to hear me?" It would also help with the growth of it. But if you didn't
Mm-hmm.
want, that was one of
Yes.
the reasons I was kind of a little bummed out by it because I'm going, "Dang, this isn't going to be that big of a series that fast."
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just voice acting. Of course, I can't. But here, with the question you asked, what can I help with? I don't know because I don't know because script wise, I think I've got down.
Definitely.
Um, what else? Character wise, I think I've got that too. But I don't know. But the only thing I really thought, well, for your channel, of course, would be the digital designer to be more professional. But what else? I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could like I said, I was planning on you to do Derek, but then again, like I said, voice acting and whatnot. So
And having a hard time getting a hold of people.
exactly. And I was thinking, like I said, like I could just do videos, but then video wise, that would have been quite hard. And I haven't said this yet, but on my phone, I was almost at maximum like
Storage.
yeah. And I was so worried because I'm like, shoot, my videos won't work. And I was planning on doing this really cool video, but I had to delete it and cancel it because it was at full storage. So
Oh,
eventually I had to find a way to like delete everything, and I eventually fixed it, and that's why my videos are hopefully gonna get better. But it just sucked because like I just couldn't like do videos. Like I was thinking, man, is that gonna be the end for me? Right when I'm at like 100 subscribers, like that would have sucked for me,
that
dude.
I know exactly how you feel because I kind of had some problems every once in a while because like I don't have a phone even though I'm 18, granted, and my tablet can't record properly. And a couple times I thought, oh my goodness, my Hero 4 won't like let me transfer my files to my computer. I'm screwed. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I get the feeling. I remember my first videos were on my school computer. Yeah, I was pretty that was like a bad decision.
Well, I remember your first video, like the first one that was called for Ginty Brick Railway.
Yeah. No. That was on my phone. I had another channel. This is actually my second channel, my actual own one. But the like my very old video. Remember the one I said my first like the Coldy Fell one?
Oh yeah. It looked
Yeah.
like Montana was there, I think, but it was just more of a Colby Fell version.
Yeah, no, it not like none of the main cast or I guess models now like those are all gone. But Coldy and them, like that one, I think I had like another 060, but it was more like it was an O. It was basically what is it? What is it? What Oliver Spaces is, but then like on an 060.
It's a 042 tank engine.
Yes.
Something like that. I don't remember the class name, but you can just look at the wheel number, or at least that's what they do with American engines.
Yeah. So yeah, I am thinking of doing so okay, I'm gonna talk about that later, but I don't know. Video wise for you, you know what I would really like? Like if someone made like faces, because I don't know how to do these faces, because as you saw in the previous video, the faces are just hold on with tape and they always slip off. I mean, just recording the teaser, that was tricky as it is, because not only do I have to like keep the faces on, but I have to record at night because that's when the lighting is like perfect. Because otherwise, yeah, because outside right now, it's daylight, right? And then that's when I did the Derek one, because it was a midnight one. So as the day went on, it started getting darker and darker. And by the way, even for all of those who want to start getting into YouTube, recording takes a really long time. And even for me, like that video took 5 hours, but then just editing and whatnot that was like a 2 minute video. And and the sensation of seeing all your hard work come together, that's just amazing. Like it's just insane. But yeah, like I said, that's what, like, recording for videos, that's what I've done. And you know how Battle 604 does his animation? I don't know how to do it where he does like that. I usually just separately draw them. So basically, I draw frame by frame their eyes, and that's kind of tedious. But to be honest, I don't mind, because one, it's practice, and two, it's just kind of fun. And
if you want,
sorry.
No. If you want, because like if there's some animation stuff, I know Battle 604 personally. I can ask him for how he did it, and I can give you the information to help you out with this.
That'd be really grateful. Sorry.
Because here's the thing, like I said, I've known Battle for like since he was at like before 200 subscribers, which wasn't too long ago, by like a few months. So I've known him since Christmas essentially, and he's improved his content with more animation, and I've given him some video ideas. Granted, he's taken one or two of them down because I don't know. Probably because controversy, but I can ask him on that. And your faces thing, this might be a little bit more parts intensive, but so you know how I don't know if you saw like on my TTE characters, like I can kind of just take the faces off when I want.
Yes.
Yes.
They have a Lego. Yeah.
Yeah, they're made out of Lego, but for your faces, since you want to make them out of paper, there's a way that you can kind of do a very similar thing, if that makes sense.
I think I know what it is. You have like. I think it's. Hold on. I think I have it.
You have like a couple. You have like a plate, and then you put some tiles on it.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I kind. Okay, here's the thing. Some people may get really annoyed, but like, are really like triggered. But for Scott, his face, I actually had to sand down to get like the base to actually like stick on. Because everyone else's face, it's just bricks, and I just stick them on. But like, Scott's is like his is like sticked on, because it's on 4x4 tube, and then just like slid on a snot
now
being, you know.
Well, one thing that I find interesting, because I just thought of this literally like a few seconds ago, so let me quickly see if I can find the pieces. You seem to want to have these faces on a more permanent stuck face. Geez, I can't even speak English right now.
All right, hold on. I think I understand what you mean. You mean like these? Aren't they like the little base 4x4 circle?
Well, yeah, but here's the problem with
that. Stud in the middle. It has a stud in the middle. Yeah, I think who was it? I think it was Short Round 5 that used to do that with his Thomas models, or
here's one of the things I'm thinking here, because the difference with Short Round 5551 or whatever his name is he didn't exactly fully take it to its full potential in how you can make faces interchangeable. Because one of the things that I didn't like about Short Round 5551 is he's an adult essentially. He has access to Bricklink and all these parts, but we're kind of the younger generation here.
I mean, you're older, but
have access to them. I mean, I don't have access to all the parts in the world right now, and I'm still waiting on my Big Ben Bricks shipment.
True.
Get here faster, Ben. It's almost a month.
Yeah.
And so
Hank
his
the American Engine. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, go with what you were saying. I didn't even know what I was saying.
I was just saying hi to Hank the American Engine.
Oh, hello there, Hank. So where did I put that piece? Oh yeah, there it is. There. So I'm getting these two pieces out off of my layout, so that way I can show you what I mean by interchangeable without needing to buy all these extra parts.
Mhm.
So if I can pull this up, there we go. There we go. Got the pieces off my layout. So if I can get
Oh no, not the layout. The layout
Eh,
is so
sorry, I
cool.
can put them up. It's I'm not dismantling it permanently. So you see this piece here?
Yes, that's what I have. Yeah.
Well, one thing that Short Round did was he would permanently paint these, and then if you want to interchange these, you would have to like swap the whole face out. In my opinion, why don't you have it like where this stud is the nose, and you would take either like one of these 1x1 circle plates or 1x1 circle tiles, and when you put the face on it, you put that piece on, and it holds it in place.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
It's like-
Yeah, I would love to do that, but then like say character like Derek, this would probably like I would have to find like it wouldn't work as much, but I would find a way to do it, especially since he has
Oh,
like
you
the
wouldn't
straight
need this piece. You would for Derek, it would be actually more simpler.
because you just put
no-
a stud on. You basically just put
Yes,
a stud
one simple stud on, and that's it. And this would be the nose piece essentially. So it would keep it in place by friction.
on. See, that's the cool thing. I used to do that a bunch, but like that was when like I didn't have like I didn't know how to upload videos. But then another thing, like how would I do Montana's?
Ooh.
Exactly.
Well,
So
now
that's
my
okay.
one question to you is: are you okay with painting parts?
That's the funny part because no one knows this, but or I think they do, but
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
wheels, yeah, Montana's wheels are painted blue, and then they're just the Hogwarts Express wheels, but painted blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
But,
I remember.
painting bricks, like say like the smoke box or like I don't know what you call this, the front bit. Like I would not be willing to paint that. Like I would love like that's the thing. I don't like doing the thing where like how they in Tomy or like the Thomas community, they just like draw over the smiling face because you can still see like the faces. So my idea was like, yeah, make it like the classic series except by animate the eyes. And it's just I don't know, it's just
Well,
that's why like I was searching and on Amazon there was a thing that like it had sticky tack. It was like it's like double-sided tape, but it's more stable and like you can hold it. So before with like bin and whatnot, you can see that it's like it's just glued on with tape on top. And this is the second version. And my original version was that I actually hot glued on the smoke box and then I added tape and I hated that and I was like, do I want to risk it?
that's
then I was
bad
like,
for your bricks.
I know exactly, and I felt so bad. And like you can't tell, but like I had to flip the bricks around so that you couldn't really tell. And I was so disappointed, and I was so mad at myself because I didn't want to screw it up. So that's why I came to the alternate conclusion that just tape face or tape the glue the tape onto the face, and then that's kind of like how it works now. But then you can even like how you saw in the previous video, they always fall off. So that's why when like recording, like I would really have to like find a way to like sticky tack. So yeah, like I said about the sticky tack, I found on Amazon that like there's like this small sticky tack. It's not sticky tack, but it's not. Let me say that again. It's small. It's like small double-sided tape, but it's a lot stronger than double-sided tape, and it wouldn't rip as much because paper faces. And that's what I'm kind of worried too because these are paper. Well, like
you
like
probably would not want to do that because if I'm being honest here, you don't want to risk your bricks or your faces because I'm not an artist myself. I don't really know how to draw. I only know how to build with Lego, granted.
Don't we all?
But you don't want to risk it because first off, I don't know if these chemicals are good for plastic because these are definitely chemicals on these things. And maybe a brick built system like the way I showed you earlier with like the face being held on by friction might be the better option because it's got friction and it's interchangeable. It's easier to do. Maybe something like that. But
yeah. But like that's the thing. Like like Montana, I'm not worried because then okay, let me just get like a little example. So let me get just a few bricks and whatnot. So what I would basically have to do is like here is so like say here's like the main building and then what you're saying is get the stud of course and then here's like the little paper face and then you just add it on and then you interchange and whatnot, you know. Yeah, but then like that's the thing. I would have to find like a really sophisticated like build. And when you mean by the nose, I tried that before, but like the nose would like stick out the face. So right now they're kind of like
Hmm.
flat, but like since it's a stud, it like sticks out. And since like you know how most of my characters have these really weird like designs, not Ruben per se, but like how
Some of them have weird designs. Montana's an interesting engine because most Americans want to be British for some reason. It's the other way around in Montana's case.
yeah. Yeah, but then that's the thing. I would have to find like a very significant way because like that's the thing with the smoke box. I haven't made it so that it's like really weird. Like I've made it so that it's like quite simple. So like it's based. Oh, everything's falling apart. So I made it so that like the smoke box. Let me get this off. I'm just making this hard for myself. So I've basically made it so that where the smoke
Oh, I can't even
box
see it. You kind of have it at an angle. There we go. Thank you.
here's so basically this would have to be like that, and then you. Oh my god, I'm such a mess right now. This is why we edit videos. So this is why I would like. So it's just like this: a 4x4 or a 2x2 with a four with a snot of a 2x2. I will. I think I said that wrong, but yeah. So basically, I would have to hide most of the bricks, make it like black on the front, and then and like make it kind of like sneaky in a way where it would hide it so that you wouldn't see it. And as I put this on, you could still see the other colors, but as soon as you hide the face, you could still just see all the black and whatnot.
You're right.
But yeah, again, I would just need to find like a really good way because studs, I would have to find a way so that like the face, like the little stud would have to go
Yeah.
inside the body because I don't know if you know this, but like this, so like let's say like this, I would have to find a way to make the stud go like this. So it'd have to go. Oh my god, I am such a mess right now. Oh, and my table's a mess too because I'm still trying to like gather all the pieces for the new engine. So
You might want to
basically,
pick up some base plates soon because I'm hearing rumors Lego's going to discontinue them.
yeah, I don't know why though. Base
I
plates?
mean, I
Why
think
base
the
plates?
reason is money because if you think about it, think about how cheaply you can build a building on a base plate rather than if you had to use bricks to make a Mills plate. Granted, the Mills plate system uses base plates, and that's the most expensive city system. But
Yeah,
imagine having to build a Mills base plate without base plates in general. That would be extremely expensive. So my
yeah,
recommendation is maybe pick some of those up while they're cheap before they're gone
yeah.
as
So
well.
yeah, like I said, so yeah, either so that's why I'm saying like if you have Lego, like say this like the green one's the face, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to add it. It's basically just it sticks out. But that's why I would have to find a way to make it go inward so that it kind of still has like the effect. And that's the thing, since like I don't know the best way to describe this, but that's why you have to still have that kind of ingenuity, like that's why Lego is like a really good way because it makes you like know how to design stuff. And that's what I really like about Lego because it kind of helps you relate to like real world stuff. Okay,
Real issues in the real world.
yes. Okay, let me read these. Hi, Arthur. Wait, what's
While
going
you read
on?
that, I'm going to quickly get the solution I was thinking on earlier, but might not be enough.
Hey, Arthur boy. And then it says, oh, hi, Arthur. Wait, what's going on? Nothing much. We're just talking about, so we're talking about trying to, Lego Tech here wants to figure out how to do these, like, he wants to help with my little series because, he's a great guy and he's older. And that's why like, since he's older, he's more mature. But no, so he's trying to help me
Thank you.
figure out what to do. And then as we kept talking, he kept telling me like what to do with the faces because right now they're just taped on, and I'm still trying to find like new methods. And as we're going on, we're just talking and trying to figure some stuff. Okay, okay. Wait, what's going on? Oh, nothing too much. Yeah.
Okay.
I think people are trying to get in. Hold on.
If they want to get in, the link is in the description still, I think, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah. They're just in the. I think they're in what is it? The waiting room. It's just. I'll try. I'll let them in. Whatever.
Yeah, let them in.
Hey there. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. All right, I think that gives it more. So
Okay.
okay, so I have this idea. So I'm gonna get the bricks right now or the pieces, I
Or
guess.
should I show you my thought first? Because this was from Battle 604 originally. He showed me the building of faces, and it just was disturbing at one point. So let's pretend this is the end of the boiler here with the stud you can kind of see sticking out. You would
Yes.
have your face, which would be kind of glued on or somehow put on with this plate. It would be wider and it would have like these
Hmm.
tiles on it to give you the proper connection. And you would
Yes.
probably want to paint the sides whatever color. That would be black primarily for your characters.
Uh-huh.
And then you would have that for all your faces. This would be a little parts intensive, but then you would have all the faces on a strong base system. And then the stud can be hidden inside the boiler. So then you snap it on.
I like that idea. And I was thinking like I said, like let's say for Scott, I took off a smoke box, which I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah,
I think
I
the
was
reason
thinking
I
like
asked
I
were
was
you
just
going to be okay with the oh
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
This is the
But
reason
I
I was
was
asking, are you okay
Scott,
with
go ahead. Oh my god.
Okay, let me just go first. The reason I asked, are you okay with painting parts, is because with these parts that I was mentioning for the face, you might need to paint them black because you might not have them.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like Derek and Derek, Ben, Ruben, and Scott, their all faces are like Lego sized. They're all scaled in. And like what you were thinking, I was even thinking what you were saying. So like you get this, and I was thinking like, what if I make it the same color in that or either I get the same brick, or I get the like I don't know how to explain it. Like I get the same colored like brick for the face, and I would think I would just use brown. I mean not brown, gray, and then stick them on. And I was thinking like how I do it already for Scott. I would just have to either glue it or not glue it, but like make it so like I would have to like do that, and then I could just interchange whenever I want. But then I was
Exactly.
thinking, but that's the thing though. I always have to reflect back to this guy, and I'm so mad because like, okay, here's the thing. I didn't there. Lego doesn't do it where like it has the 2x2, 2x4, or blah, 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 a 4x4 that has straight and then it's a curve. Lego doesn't do that
That is
unless
a
it's
very
like unless it's
that
like
is a
a
very
lot bigger, or
sorry.
you have it where it has like the two little cheese slopes, and then it has like it's a how do you explain it? It's a 2 or a 4x3, and then with a little cheese slope. Yeah, that. So
That
basically that, but then like a
that
little cheese
this
slope.
still wouldn't work because if you were to get a stud right here, it would be sticking out. So essentially, it wouldn't work unless you were willing to sand down like I don't know how many of those bricks you need for your face.
Yeah, yeah,
Each
yeah.
So I see your situation, and that's one of the bigger problems I'm seeing with your faces.
And dang it.
Montana seems to be the hardest, but the easiest looks like Derek, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Derek. But okay, so like I said, I sized it in a way where the faces go in with their models was. Why did I say put? So basically, their models go by. So basically, blah, blah, blah. This is why I edit. So that's why his face is actually in scale. In scale.
With Lego
Like
bricks.
yes, and that was my idea. And I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but I've made their faces so that they're exactly like their old Lego one. Because his are actually like actually in the right place, and his are like if the studs were on the opposite side of like a 4 long, so that would be like where the heck. So it'd basically be like right here and right here. And I don't know if anyone's noticed that. Like his face is in like would go on the opposite side. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. Like it's kind of like with Lego. So that's pretty interesting. And people are coming in. Let me see.
One thing I must say about Derek that would make him the easiest is since his face is to scale with bricks.
Hello,
Hi.
people.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody.
6 people in the chat.
It's the big battle himself.
Wait, I gotta go grab something.
Go ahead.
So
Okay.
since Derek's face is in scale with Lego, do you think you could possibly hollow out right behind his face by one brick? That way you wouldn't have to have like the whole radiator come off for the interchangeable faces, and it wouldn't matter what color parts you used.
Oh man, there was someone else who wanted to come in, but he like you said before, the limit is 6 people, so I can't really let this guy in. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I didn't know you were here, Battle.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
I found a thing in my shed. I'm happy
It's
with
a
it.
thing. A
Was it
thing.
Yes.
Guys, it's a thing. It's a thing. That's insane.
my goodness.
I found this boy
Dude, legit.
and this.
What was
I
that?
think the first one's very valuable. I'll pay you 2.5 billion for that.
They're gonna say 2.5 cents for a second. I was gonna be like,
All right. So here's
Interesting.
okay. So I've kind of got the parts for the new engine, and I'm thinking
Okay.
maybe doing okay, if you search up an image right now, there's an engine that's a mogul, and it's a small little green one, and it kind of resembles like James in a way, and that's
If
my
you could-
initial idea.
If you could type it
Is
in
it
the
a 40
chat,
hold up?
What is
type it in the
What is
chat. I could probably
What is it?
share
Okay,
screen and see
what
what
is
you
it?
mean.
What is it? Darn it. Okay, so search up small British moguls in green. And then I don't remember. It doesn't have I think it's the only one of its kind of like the Tallyland engines. But then like it's just a mogul and it's a little green one. And it's so cool. It's like so it just reminded me of James, but if he was green. But anyway, yes, go ahead.
So
I think I just found it.
I basically used the same design as you
Oh, cool. Oh, that is
It's-
cool.
on it all. One of these.
Oh, cool.
I think I found the image.
I have
It's meant to be an
I'm
E2.
trying to share screen
Or
so I can see if we can.
specifically Timothy.
Oh,
Don't
not
know how to
the
share screens, but if
car.
you want to share your screen, go ahead.
See,
Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm on my phone right now.
Does it look
Yeah.
kind of like this?
I think it's loading right now. That looks cool, Ben.
because
That
I
looks
don't
really
really
cool.
have enough of one piece,
Nice job,
so
Ben.
I have to use multi pieces.
That's so
Do
cool.
something like if you want it to be all blue, you don't have to paint them. There's this weird kind of paper.
I'd prefer it to be. I make it. If I could paint it, I would make it silver because it's meant to be Timothy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Never mind.
If you guys want to share, or whoever said they wanted to share the screen with, go ahead.
Oh, never
but,
mind. That was me, and it's lagging.
Go ahead if
a
you
lot.
want, because like I said, I'm on my phone, and if you're on your computer, then go ahead. But yeah, so I figured out a way. So I've already got the coupling rods because these were originally Scott's. I'm just thinking of using this for the mogul, and since they've already got the Hogwarts Express only has one Technic pin, and I don't like the coupling rods. I'm just using these for the new one.
No.
This is probably going to be the dome. I'm going to probably get another one of these, like in this color, because the Hogwarts Express also has that. There's these ones, which I'm going to be using for the smoke box. So that's it. And then here's the cool part. I'm thinking of using this as like the little front bogey. So
Pilot truck.
yeah. So my idea is to use what is it? This one in the front with this, and then adding this to it, so that like. Or hold on, the camera is a little weird in where I'm at. So it would be like something like this, and it would like the little Technic pin would go out because of how it works. So it'd have to go. It would be like a lot easier. And I've wanted to make a mogul, but like if you know the game Cool Beans Rails, his James model like always like wiggled, and I don't like that. So I'm figuring out some ways to like make the mogul.
Is it kind of like this one I have as my profile picture? Does it have like outside connecting? Cylinders.
For a mogul, okay, so it's not that one per se, but it's a little small mogul. It looks exactly like James, like kind of different, but still looks just like James. Did did Lego Tech leave? All right, hold on. Let me see if he kicked himself out.
Probably
there. Sorry,
Also,
Lego Tech.
do you know the only engine that would probably?
Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi
you know-
decided to not Wi-Fi. My PC crashed.
Oh,
You
sorry.
know the Hogwarts
Here's my
Express
bad.
side rods?
Side rods are something of a
Yeah.
difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah.
only engine that I
Oh, go ahead.
think
Sorry.
they would work for is Stevenson's rocket. Because they kind of
Oh.
look they would work.
Yeah. I used to do the thing for Derek. It's basically like Derek's side rods, but like these would actually go on the wheels. But then as soon as I figured out what Big Ben bricks are and the Hogwarts Express, that like blew my mind because then that made it look a lot better and a lot cleaner. Okay, and here's the thing with big engines, kind of like Henry and like Gordon
and Hero and
Yeah.
Hank.
Okay, that's the thing. Remember when I told you I wanted to make the external side routes, and when I kept begging Battle, like, tell me how to do the external side routes. I need to know. And I figured it out, but like I don't know if it's the right way. But like I used this like Technic rod. Okay, where is it? Hold on. I won't show it right now because I don't have the pieces with me. But like I had a Technic rod with like a little stud in it, and you would attach it to your wheel, and I think that's how you would do it, and you would just arrange it. And that's
Oh,
what
I am so sorry about not getting that video up. I completely like zoned out about making that video a
no,
while
no, no,
back.
no, 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 don't worry, don't worry, man. Don't worry. It's
I
okay.
mean, was there another gas leak in your house for like the generic railroad instead?
No, generic gas leaks only happen every so
rail-
often. When that
This
happens, I
railroad
make
is going
generic railroad.
bankrupt. I love that. I love that scene. This railroad is going bankrupt. It's so funny to me. That's just funny, dude.
Yeah.
You're so funny. That was like the first video that introduced me to you. That's so funny. That's when you were like. That's like when you were at like what? 50?
300?
No. I think. Hold on. I think there's someone trying to get in. Okay. Is there? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. Back to the mogul. It's just gonna be it's just a simple little green mogul. I'll try putting it in the comments or try sending you guys the link. But it's like a really cool one, and that's what I'm planning on doing. Or I'll probably make a separate video. Anyway, with the faces, again, I'm thinking of just doing sticky tack, just adding sticky tack. I like as of now, I have all my like I said before, I had it where it was like the hot glue and then the tape, and that's how it stick and interchange faces. But now I have to make it so that the faces connect to the body. And I'm just thinking of doing sticky tack and like with all the individual faces. Probably not. I'll just probably add it to these like models themselves, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure them out.
This is the reason. One of the good things is the reason. The solution I came up with. Sorry, I didn't know how to properly speak it for words. Was from Battle 604, and since he is here, if he still is here, maybe if he's at his father's house, I think that's the place. He can maybe show us his faces, his house of faces.
So there's a problem with that sentence. I'm not there, but I do have Lego stuff. So if you guys need to see me how to do stuff, I can real quick.
You can do whatever. I only show my screen to keep people entertained who don't want to see or don't want to be in the stream or don't want to like or haven't made it. So it's just to entertain people when they come in. Sorry if you can hear my dog crying.
It's all right. We can't, or if we can, it's like very, very faint.
Oh, I just remembered. So I figured out a way to make the engines have magnets, and I figured out how to do that for Montana. And his freaking side rod came off. Like it just flew out of my hand. Hold on. So I figured out a way to have magnets in the back. So that's cool. I've even made one for what's his name? Ruben? Yeah, I kind of figured out and his freaking face fell off.
Ruben, the character I helped design.
The one you chose, which one that was like oh my god. This guy, he isn't flimsy per se, but like the only thing like he just like I'm still trying to figure out cab pieces for him. I've also changed the back of him with like big old windows. So that's pretty cool. I also kind of gave inspiration from him. Like, was it from Bulgy? I think it was from Toad. Yeah, it's Toad because he has like the big old nose in the middle. Oh, I don't know.
The face was inspired by Toad, but wasn't the engine itself was inspired by Dart, if I'm correct, right?
I don't know per se, but like all I know, I don't know. I was looking for the model and it just said a Rustin diesel. I think it was diesel electric or just diesel itself. Yeah, I think it was just diesel. It just said Rustin diesel, and I was so mad because I'm like, what is the basis? I've just remember. Oh yeah, like I said, so I figured out since like you know how the Hogwarts Express instead of just using magnets or it doesn't use magnets, it just uses fake like little brick built buffers. And
yeah, it's because Lego wants to be quote unquote more environment friendly, but I'm going to just criticize them here. If you want to be environment friendly, why aren't you using the 9-volt train system? Because that system doesn't produce all these batteries that you have to throw away.
Yeah, I have it because I'm a young boy. Well, not young, but like
same here.
Anyway. I'm starting to use that now, and my idea is that I built those fake buffers to make it have the effect, and then have it so that the back of the other engine. So say like this coach which is my brake coach. I'll just have like that, and then since it has like a little gap, I'll have like the little hook and swing, and I'll have to switch this around. So basically, these two would have to like hook on like that, and it makes it so much easier so that I can actually like couple them up instead of
it'll help you with choosing what cars are supposed to go with which.
It's not that it has to go because that's like I already said in a previous video that it's a caboose, brake fan, and brake coach. So it's like a 3-in-1 thing. So like basically with that, instead of just using magnets at the back, I would just have to add like an
Hold
extra
on.
motor, like an extra what was it? An extra
Hold on.
like just brick built buffers and then just some Technic pins and Technic
Hold on.
rod.
What? Down here.
Oh dear.
I've been searching for 10 minutes. I cannot find 260 Mogul in green livery with inside valve gear.
Yep.
Darn it.
Oh,
Okay, what is it? It has like, it doesn't have a basis. Okay, hold on.
I
Search up,
think you could
say
yeah.
it with number, like NO, and then it has to have like a number. I don't remember what it is. I don't remember.
I think we can all agree if Lego was still producing like for my freedom, Big Ben Bricks, give me my wheels now. I
Nice.
have 3 of these, but you remember, or people can probably tell like these older magnets. These would be so handy these days because
Yes. Oh
with
my
the-
god. I've been trying to find them. That's what I would love to use for Montana because as you can see, there's like this big old gap, and I hate that. And all the colors are mismatched because one, this isn't in dark red, and this just comes down and it looks like, bleh, it looks like garbage.
it breaks the magic, or not the magic. I hate that word magic. It ruins the realism because my BN caboose I have. My biggest problem with it is that it has to use the Lego standard couplers because I want everything to be universal. So
Mhm.
then I'm stuck with the. I like the knuckle coupler kind of simple design, but I hate the buffers because it's an American piece of roll
Yeah.
from the 70s and 80s.
Oh, is that out or is my phone? There we go. Okay. So yeah, here's the thing. With my coaches, I use this like hook and loop, which is basically like this. It's like the little hook. This. Oh my god. This thing would basically go right here. Hold on. This thing would go right here, and then there'd be another one on the other end, but it doesn't have like the little I don't know what you call this, like the little plate, I guess. I don't know. But then with my trucks and my freight cars, they use a ball joint, which is really handy because one, they're short and don't need to have like those weird like these, and it's really handy since I had a bunch of them because I got those little sets, like those little boxes that have a bunch of Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I would use. But now that I figured out a way to like have it connect with the caboose and make it just a lot more easier, it just helps a lot. But then here's the sucky part. I usually buy stuff off Amazon because Amazon is really reliable and whatnot. And I actually bought my motor. I had a motor with the big the blue engine one, the blue Lego City one. Yeah, and that's what I bought. But then like that kind of broke because I was traveling from a family place for Christmas and I brought it home and the battery not the battery, but the box was just destroyed. The little what was it? The little switch in the back that helps like what kind of setting or speed you want. That was just destroyed and I still have it, but I can't find it. It was like I saw it and I was like, oh my god, it's a mess. And now that I leave it in my bin and I forgot like it was there, I was like, I could have fixed this, but now it's like gone. Like all the little pieces are just gone. But like I said, but now that I buy it from Amazon, I was able to buy a spare one, which gives me the new caboose and motor. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with that. I am trailing off and I feel stupid. This is why we
I
edit.
think I have found it.
Go ahead.
Hold on, yeah, put up the image.
Isn't
This
the
is
image I don't have right now the idea people want you to build with the Hogwarts Express?
That was my initial idea. Okay.
Because I think that would be a perfect choice. Because hear me out. As much as you do have 060s right now, that would be a different build. And I really like the design of that class anyway.
I love 060 tender engines, especially what is it? I know there's like the square tender engine. I love that. But then like
they're just cute. They're cute because they're smaller.
They're so unique.
I cannot find a simpler image of the actual engine. It doesn't give you a description. So here's just an image of colored version. This is the first thing
just
I can.
The most simple description of Lego Thomas. You just get this. That's it.
Nice. Okay. Yes, that was my first choice, but then I'll just make a video showcasing it and trying to see what I can do. So yeah,
Was
So
it
when I
the
was
same class of locomotive that they used for James that they rebuilt into James, but it had external side rods?
No, there you go. There's the original they're
yeah, that's
talking
the
about.
that's the I yeah, that's it. The Lincolnshire
No,
and
no, there's a real one for a dame out of not excuse me. There's one in the United Kingdom for the day out with Thomas there. Train boy went over it. It was a James.
oh wait, that one, yeah, that one has external side rods, and
Is that the locomotive you were after for
I
this?
would have wanted to, but then that's the thing. These coupling rods are like the only ones I have, other than the ones that I'm ordering, which are buying, which are the from the what was it?
Train bricks?
No. Hold
Bricklink?
on.
Oh, Hogwarts Express.
Yeah, the Hogwarts Express. The Hogwarts Express has the extra side rods, which will be very helpful. Which I was planning to do with if I were to make the Black 5. But that's the thing. I don't have any other coupling rods because Montana is the one. This is what I use for my coupling rods, but I don't have this extra piece, and I don't know how to make this with like a normal like stud on the side. Then this would have to come down, and it would just look nasty because I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do the extra bogey trucks in the front. So that was a challenge. So that was like, no, Black 5s will be out of the question. So then as soon as people said, how about you make like a K2 or like the 060? That's what I was thinking. But then like, I don't know. I've actually made an Edward before, but like that's the thing. I did not know how to do I would do the method where you would have to grab excuse me. I would have to use a normal one, a flanless one, and then like a little truck or a little wheel, and then connect that. But that looked terrible because one, I don't know how to do it flanless wheels, and I've got a bunch of flanless wheels. I've got 2 flanless wheels of these, but I don't know what to do with that other than make like an Albert model, which is a 2-4-2, which yeah, Albert, from the furnace railway.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then,
I
but
would
then like
say don't build a K2. Build the 060 because one thing I have to say here is the 060 is something that will give you some spare wheels in this situation for some rolling stock to make another 2 coaches. And
yeah.
the K2 would
For sure.
make more sense later on if you were to build an Edward, because I think you told me that this is the Gringotts branch line is an extension of Edward's branch line, if I'm correct.
Yes. So basically, my idea is that how Edwards Brands is like. I don't remember if this is exactly it. I'm just remembering it from Unlucky Tugs. It just goes like a little loop like that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that maybe like they're just next to them, and then their lines connect somehow. I'm not gonna go into full detail because I might want to because I want to keep it realistic with the Reverend Audrey's because that's what I find really interesting. Also, I have been thinking. So there's a scene. Spoilers. There's a little scene that has Scott shunting coaches for this random engine, and I'm thinking of adding the sound effect of like an engine, more specifically Edward. So like that gives it the effect that like they go together. I find I find it so like clever in a way. But yeah, so when everyone kept telling me like make an 060, I was thinking my first initial idea was to make a Caledonian engine. Those things are bullful. They're
McDonald.
so yes, they're
McDonald.
such lookers, and I love them. But then I was like, how do I make the smoke box? I would have to make like Montana's. This looks creepy again.
And that is already a big issue because of the faces and whatnot that you want to make more universal.
Yeah. For Montana though, I would have to, or not Montana, the new 060, I would just make a circle face like usual because you know how like most of the engine's faces would go inside, or like say like Peter Sam. That's a good example. Peter Sam's face, since it's basically this shape, but it's a circle and his face is falling off. But yeah, I would just have to do a normal circle. But that's the thing. I would not know how to make it so that like the smoke box and the what is it? The wheel arch, I think or are they splashers or wheel arches? I don't remember.
Wait, what? Splashers or wheel arches?
This. I think this
those
is
are splashers. You don't see those in American engines, so that's one of the things I'm confused about with Montana.
I call them wheel arches because that's what everyone keeps calling them because the wheel goes right here and then
for British engines it's splashers, I believe, because they were extremely common. You don't see them on American engines because the photo of Flying Scotsman next to a Canadian engine, because Canadian and American are similar.
So
British engines are a lot smaller, so that's the reason you have splashers.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like. That's the thing. Montana is a British engine, but was I guess lit up when he was brought to America, which means he has the accent. What? It's I don't know. Just saying those words just make it sound so Reverend Audrey wise. I don't know. It's just so funny to hear that.
I have
It's
to
just-
ask about Montana for a future video. Once I get my daylight built,
Go ahead.
and I want to see if I'm gonna have like a couple clips of like some American engines going by, and I'll put them on a YouTube video. Maybe you should edit them and just like put Montana, try and green screen it so it's just Montana just shaking, going, yeah, when he sees all the American stuff, which is the reason he goes American or something.
Like heck yes, and I'll just be like Scott in the background, like you're British, and he'd be like, shut up, you know.
Exactly. Because I have a lot of American stuff. Even the blue cargo train set that you have,
Mhm.
or
Well, I
had,
had, yeah,
dismantled.
had.
Because I still have it, granted, for my
Lucky.
copy. I'm gonna make it into a CSX locomotive because
Ooh.
everybody's done that, and it looks. If you look up CSX locomotives, it looks extremely similar.
So so with the spare wheels that I'm gonna have with the Hogwarts Express, I'm thinking of making another diesel probably because at the time I'm gonna have like 4 steam engines and like 2 diesels. So I'm thinking of kind of like keeping it even in a way. But I'll have to ask. So I like the Class O ones all the way to the Class O 15s, I think it is, because they look like they have actual coupling rods and like they're just so small, and I like that because that really helps.
Maybe another locomotive might not be the best idea. Now, hear me out. One thing that I ran into as a problem when I was building trains in my earlier days, which is with my white locomotive that is just staring at me right now still. You don't want to have more engines than rolling stock.
True. Yes. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so here's the sad part. I'm gonna have to sacrifice this engine, this engine, this truck, because it has the buffers, and I need the extra wheel for the tender. So that's really gonna suck. So either I make an extra coach or I make an extra freight car. And my idea is that the branch line is gonna be more so like with coaches. Like I don't have the wheels. Because I would have to find either like that's the thing. I really want like the buffer magnets and wheels. That's my like main goal.
That's the
Because
main part that we're all after. Like one of my
Yeah.
biggest problems when I was younger building Lego trains was I was after couplers, but I was more or less after wheels primarily because you could make your own couplers, but wheels were definitely the bigger issue.
Yeah.
My recommendation to you is check out eBay or Amazon because those couplers, they're mostly cheap because people don't exactly want them. And if you're willing to cut the couplers like Battle has done on his Thomas, you can get like let me just grab one of the coupler pieces to show you what I mean by what Battle has
and
done.
that's the thing. But like eBay, I don't have the like. Well, let me try to say that.
I know an eBay seller that
eBay-
sells wheels and couplings that I can link to you if you want later on. I've ordered from him a couple times. He's actually a pretty good, reliable
That would
person.
be really helpful. But yeah, I usually buy stuff on eBay because not eBay, Amazon, because one thing is that it's really like reliable. So eBay is kind of like not on there. Someone has told me they wanted me to like build like Cole, and I don't think anyone knows who Cole is anymore because I don't use him as much, sadly. But I'll hopefully be using him more.
Definitely.
But yeah, so I'm thinking so that's another thing. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with those extra. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna have to use. Hold on, I'm thinking of. So, do you guys want me to make an 060 or a mogul, like the British mogul that I might send?
Honestly, I don't know what the mogul looks like unless
I'll try doing that in a future video. But would you guys want to see a mogul or an 060? Because that's the thing. I wanted to make like a like remember like the K2 or the Edward, because it like looks, it's not big but it looks big because of the extra bogies in the front. So yeah, that's a really good thing.
For some reason, when you said 040 a couple times, if I can grab it, I thought
saying
you
040. Why did I keep saying 040? I meant 440.
when you say 440, I sometimes assume you meant like this.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. So that's what I'm thinking for like. So I basically have to use these and then the normal size wheels, the little small ones, and like those
Yeah,
fits
I
the
would heavily recommend the 060 because then you would have maybe a few extra play wheels.
yeah. I was
You would
thinking because
use
with the
that
mogul. Yeah, oh,
flangeless
sorry. Go ahead.
wheels. You would use
So,
those flangeless wheels, which I think is a big pro because you have a couple extra right now that you do not know what to do with.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the mogul, I would end up just with two of those small wheels because the mogul would have to use not only the tenders wheels and the engines wheels and the coaches. I would just with all of those wheels out, I would just have those small the two small normal wheels. So that would be a problem. So I guess this
Hey guys.
isn't used. That's why I said the mogul because I don't know why, but I thought in the back of my head like maybe that would make it look bigger, but then I think that'd be kind of tedious. And that's the thing. I have a bunch of like 060s and well, not a bunch,
No.
but like I'll have like a lot of 060s. Even like in the earlier stages of building, I was thinking of making like a small furnace 040, and which is the actual 04, like 4 wheels. And I thought that looked really cool, but the smoke box, it doesn't have a smoke box. I'm trying to figure out how to make it curvy without
Maybe
having it
hold
have
off on those because, like I said, the 060 in my opinion sounds like the best engine. It's cute. There's a lot of options for it, and I think even Battle wants it. If I'm correct, or I could be incorrect on that, but I don't know.
an 060 like what the
Like James, but
oh
with
yeah,
pilot trucks, like that one. I really would like that to be the locomotive. I recommended
Oh.
Edgar at the beginning, but then I realized that would be a better character to build later on because, like you said, that Edward would probably appear later on in the series.
yeah. Or that's the thing. Like these guys like Montana and Ben and Ruben, especially Ruben, or I think Montana will be even later. Like these guys aren't gonna be until like later. So I'm thinking. So my idea is that together, like Scott and Derek will be in one episode. Then it'll be like Derek and Ben, and then eventually like we'll do Rosie's like the Rosie story where Rosie comes,
You
Montana
mean the
and Scott.
American, the USA class locomotive?
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking of like doing that, and then eventually I'm gonna bring in like Ruben as in like the new engine, which is like what is it Super Rescue? Is that what it's called? Super Rescue? But instead of like having the bad engine, I'll just keep like the old lazy one that eventually learns how to respect the engines and whatnot.
Okay.
But back to the building process. You didn't see that, but like my hand just swung super fast, but it was just super blurry. But no. So would you guys want me to make a Caledonian, or would you want me to make like the James?
Give me a
And-
second. I'll think on that. My mom's calling me. I'll be right back.
All right then.
Hey Scott, guys.
Hey, train boy. Sorry, you haven't been
So-
talking that much, dude. Come on, we need you to
Huh?
talk, man.
No, I was waiting for you guys to stop talking. I was gonna
Oh,
say
sorry,
something.
man.
I gotta go soon. My phone's at 13, but I'm thinking for a boiler dome.
Mhm.
I definitely won't be able to make the wheels because I don't have a chassis for it, and I failed on the side rods.
Oh, here's an
But-
idea for you. For coupling rods, what I would usually do. So when I was a lot younger, like around year 8, or I don't even know your age, so I'm sorry for that. But what I would use these like normal wheels, but then I would have it on like with the little axle right there, which would make it like a little nicer. And what I would do was I would just so I don't know if you know this with Lego's designs, but like instead of using this 6 long one, use an 8 long one, because then since this would go together, this together is 4, and then since this together would be 6, and then you'd have the extra one, so that'd be 8. So I recommend making an 8 long one and then adding this, which makes it look like it doesn't make it look very nice, but since I have these in black, it makes it look a lot nicer, especially since most wheels are in like black. So that's a recommendation. Or if you want, you can go on Big Ben Bricks, which have these wheels, which are really good, but like they're kind of expensive. But if you get the kit, which is where I got Scott's wheels, it has a lot of extra wheels you can use. So that's a good recommendation for you.
Okay. I was gonna say, so I have 3 options for the dome. So I have this one first here. This one,
Yeah, that's a good one.
and then I do have the smaller and more normal one. Excuse my little brother in the background.
Don't worry, it's fine.
And then the smaller, more stumpier one. And then I have the really long and big one. Which of these three do you think looks the best on this logo?
Is it a long loco? Is it supposed to be a long loco or a small loco?
It's like a really long tank engine.
So a long tank engine. So
Basically
my
like
idea, so
Gatorade.
what I would do for engines is that if it's like short and stumpy like bin, I would use like these little discs. And then if it's a little bigger, say like I don't know, say like Fergus, I would use something like this because it has like a little boost. But then for like tank engines like Montana, I use like these types, which is what the one you have. And then with like a big tender engine like Arthur, I would use like what is it? The same one, but then with an extra like one going up. But it's your choice in the end because they're your models. So don't let
Yeah.
you kind of have to make you kind of do have sometimes it is okay to ask, but sometimes it is kind of like what you want sometimes. So
Yeah.
like sometimes people like don't always have the right answer, because it has to be what you want,
Okay.
Yeah, so you're gonna leave soon?
Yeah, I said like 10, 11%. But I've got some sad news. My one of my narrow gauge locomotives that you would
What
see.
did I miss?
Train Boy wanted some suggestions for engines.
Uh,
How to build, but I think I helped him.
oh well.
Yeah.
I don't.
So
I
what
granted,
if
I'm not the best at it either, so it makes sense.
Unfortunately, one of my narrow gauge locomotives, the American one, my little brother accidentally dropped him, and he's.
Oh no.
Yeah.
At least were you able to fix it?
Well, a lot of pieces fell off him, but I also have some kind of good news. My good friend, who's also into Legos, gave me two whole buckets of Legos. So I might be able to make a bigger narrow gauge loco. But I don't think I'll be making any standard gauge anytime soon. Because I just don't really have the wheels. I mean, I'm thinking of getting a Hogwarts Express for my birthday coming up.
Yeah, that's cool.
In a few
That's
months,
the cool thing.
But
I think it was 2018 when I actually
it's
got
gonna
my
take
first.
a while to get into it.
2018 was when you got your first Lego set, or Lego Train 6, excuse me.
No, I think it was in 2000. What was it? 2015 is when I got the first ever Lego set, which was the Well, no, my first ever Lego set was in 2000. Not 2005. 2015. It was 2000. What was it? 2016. Yeah, 2016 when I got the small green little engine. Like those little starter sets that you get. I got the small little green one. The 3 ones.
Starting Lego green engine.
The 3-in-1 green tank and engine, and that's
This
what
was
I
a
got.
Lego set.
I don't know the number of the set, but it's like a really small like box. It was like
was it my own train?
I don't remember, but it was basically like it was actual Lego, but it was a 3-in-1, and it was green, so you can make I think it was what was it? The engine itself, a car, and then a coach. I think that's what it was. I don't remember exactly.
Wait, was this like standard Lego, or was this like micro scale?
No, this was actual Lego. But it was
I know this was Lego. Like scale wise, was this minifigure scale or was this smaller?
It was like smaller size, so that like it was like the exact same size, like a minifigure, maybe up to the torso even. That's how like that was like the big size. Like it would use it used like the actual tires, like like those tires, the 3x3s.
Was it these? Was it this?
Yes, that was my first ever set. That's the exact yes.
I have like 4 of these. I have like 2 like this, and then I have the middle and the other engine. Still assembled and like just on the other side of my room. I need to do a review on them. These were fun.
Dude, I got that as like a little boy, and like, dude, I love that set. But then eventually, like, it became, that was like the first journey of my Lego, like, bin. Because at the time, the only time I had access to Lego was when my dad had, well, he didn't have his own Legos, but like his friends, kids had Legos. And I would always tell them, let's go to their house and just like play Legos there. But eventually we stopped going to, his house, their house. And then, I got my own Legos. And then after that, I got the little, or no, it was the two.
Skeleton Boy wants to join.
Huh? Go ahead.
Skeleton Boy wants to join.
Mm-hmm. So after that, I stutter way too much. Anyway, so after I got that one, and I was like, you know what? I want to find another train. So I was just walking around Walmart, and I eventually found what was it?
The blue one.
Yes, the blue one. Not the big blue one, but like the small one.
The white.
I had that.
The white
that's
one.
where
The white passenger train, because that was a smaller set.
No, I think it was like it's the exact same one you have, but in blue, and then it was just different. And that's where I got these little pieces, and I was like, my first reaction was like, these could be used for Thomas, as like splashers, and that's where.
Oh,
like,
it was the same scale as the green one I just showed you, green and black.
Yeah, but the wheels were like a weird type of wheel. It was like a car wheel. That's why.
Yeah, that's one of the problems I have with the Lego poly bags, because they're just all these extremely weird wheels and whatnot.
Yeah, and then eventually I got the blue train, and then I got the Hogwarts Express, and the rest is history, as they say. And eventually I did start learning how to do my own technique. You know, the first way I was able to like do coupling rods was that I used, say, Bin's design, but then instead of like the piston right here, I added this, and this would go back to back like this, and it looked really bad. I mean, I liked it at first, but then I was like, I want to make actual pistons. And as soon as I mastered it, I was like, I need to do more. And then that's when I started doing like the external side rods, which was really nice. And that's how you learn with Legos, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing.
Definitely. Sorry, I'm just getting my Chromebook plugged in because it is almost dead.
Oh dear. So yeah, so basically the 060, I will try putting images to see which ones you guys would want to see, but everyone wants to see everyone wants an 060, so I'll have to put that, and I may put some like little images. So yeah.
Yeah, an 060 sounds like the better choice, like I said, because you would use that flanged wheel that you would get and wouldn't make it a spare.
Yeah. So we're about to end, so bye guys.
Okay, goodbye everybody.